Hey, what's going on YouTube fam? This is Sly and welcome back to another episode of Talk Tech. So, really just like you and everybody else, I'm here quarantined at home with the coronavirus going on, and I'm fortunate enough or blessed enough to actually have a job where I'm able to work from home. But during this time, I realized that I need to do something different with my internet. I have a 3-story place, and on the lower level is where my office is set up. This is where I do all the shooting here, but also where I'm doing my work from home. And the internet here is very, very spotty. So I've done a little bit of research and finally decided to make a decision. And what we're actually going to look at today is none other than the Google Nest Wi-Fi router and point. This is the 2-box set, and it's currently on sale, so I decided to pick it up. And my hope is to go ahead and set this up. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to actually walk you through the setup process and then let you know how my end results are. Just like you, this may be something that you're looking to actually use since you're at home, and I'll let you know what I think. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what's in the box. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the box. I got my handy dandy unboxing knife here, and we're going to just put a little slit right there. Okay, and I'm going to put this up so I don't hurt myself. So I'm going to take that, set that here, and we'll go ahead and pull the plastic off of here. So the plastic's to the side. So now that I took the plastic off of everything, let's go ahead and take a look around. So if we look at the front of the box right here, you see the actual Google symbol. And then it says that this is the Nest Wi-Fi, and it lets you know that there's a router and a point. So you have the router there and a point. This is the 2-pack set. If we actually look at the top of the box, you see the G for Google. And then we turn to the back, and it says strong connection, every direction. And then you actually see the router right there in the house, and it says Google. On this side, we have a little bit of wording right here, and it says, intelligently works behind the scenes to make sure your Wi-Fi remains fast, easy setup, parental controlled device prioritization, and more all in one app, built in to keep you connected, devices running smoothly, automatic updates to help your Wi-Fi network stay safe and sound, and get hands-free help from the Google Assistant through the built-in speaker. And then right down here we actually have Google Assistant, and then it just shows some of the different devices that partner devices that actually works with Google Assistant. Okay. And then if we look on this side right here, it says blanket your home with a reliable Wi-Fi up to 3,800 square feet, and then it just has a little bit of information on how you should set that. And then on the bottom here it actually has some specs. So the tech specs, wireless connectivity, expandable, and it tells that it's a mesh Wi-Fi router. It actually tells the type of router, is dual band, 2.4 gigahertz, transform beaming, smart home connectivity, Bluetooth. So just a lot of different information on the device itself right there, okay? We're going to go ahead and shake this bad boy open. Oops. Okay, so that's the top of the box right there. We don't need that. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. So first impression is that they do look very nice. So this is actually, from my understanding, the router here by itself, and this is the first point. Okay, and the first point has a built-in speaker. Okay, so this is actually the part that it was sitting in. We'll set that to the side. And we have some instructions right there. I might have to bust that open and look at them. And then this looks like it's 2 different charging ports. Okay, so that one goes with there. This one goes here. And what is this? It's connected up to the modem. And that looks like it's it. Okay. So we'll go ahead and set that to the side. And we have the Let's Get It Started manual. So real quick down and dirty on how to set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here. I'm going to go ahead to where I'm going to set it up, and we're going to walk through this together and see how this experience goes. So here we are, we're on the main level, and I have everything pulled out. So if you see right here, this is a recliner that I have that sits in front of all this right here, the wires and everything, and that's what hides that. So this actually looks a mess. But pulling that out, that is my current modem right there, and I have Verizon Fios, so that's the modem that I purchased when I received the service. And then we have some cords that go to that, some cords to the home phone. I still have a home phone tucked in that wild mess right there. You can actually see the Philips Hue hub, and then there's some stuff plugged into that. So we'll clean that up while we're back here. But as you can see, we have our router and access point. We have the charging cables that go with it, and we have our instructions, and then the cord provided for the Ethernet. So the first thing we'll actually do is let's go ahead and look at the quick start guide. So we have our quick start guide right here. Is that in focus? There we go. So we got our quick start guide right there. We're going to open it up, and the very first, when we open it up on the left hand side right here, you'll see actually setting up your Google Nest Wi-Fi. And it's 3 steps. The first step is plug in your router, and it says plug in the power adapter into the router and the wall outlet, and then connect the router to your modem with the Ethernet cable, which is included. Okay, and we can actually see that Ethernet cable right there. Let's get this back in focus. Alright, the second thing we want to do, okay, number 2, is get the Google Home app. Download the Google Home app on your computer, phone, or tablet. And then the third thing is set up your device. Follow the on-screen setup to finish up. If you already have a Nest device, tap plus to add your router endpoint. Okay, and then right here it gives a very simple diagram of the router setup. So this is the bottom of the router right there. As you can see, there's the power cord that's connected to the wall, and then this goes to the back of my current cable modem, and this tells us everything that's included in the box. Alright, and then for support and learn more, they have that on the back. So that's pretty self-explanatory, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that, and let's go ahead and jump into this. Okay, so I am going to start moving some stuff around. Wi-Fi, and this is the main access point. Okay, there we go. So if you look on the back here, this actually goes, Ethernet cord goes there. This is for any device that you want to hook up. So I will have my Philips Hue connected directly into there, and there's the power cable that goes into there. So we'll simply grab one of these power cables. Okay, and we'll go ahead and remove this clip that's holding them together. We're going to go ahead and take that and plug that into there. Okay, we have our Ethernet cord that was provided in the box. We'll slide that off. Okay, and we'll plug this side in. Alright, now that we have this all plugged in here, we're going to go ahead and grab our modem box right there. And this is going to go plug into right there. So let's take the end, and this plugs in right here. Okay, too easy. Okay, now that that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to move a few of these things around, clean this up a little bit, and plug in our Google Nest Wi-Fi. Okay, so we got everything set up back here and cleaned up the wires a little bit. So here's the actual router right there, and then the access point is right there. As soon as I hooked it up, the access point started lighting up. As you can see, the light on the bottom there. And because it has Google Voice, it told me to welcome, and told me that I needed to open or download the Google Home app. what we're going to do here is that I already have the app downloaded, and we're simply going to go to Google Home. Okay, once we're in Google Home, on the top left hand side you'll see that plus button. We'll hit that and go to set up a device. Oops, wrong thing. Set up a device. Okay, home device. You pick your home address and then go to next. Okay, it'll automatically start looking for devices. When it does that, we want to do the Nest Wi-Fi router. We'll go to setup and go to next. Okay, it's going to ask us to scan the QC code and ask for permission to do it. I said yes, and just simply we're just going to line that up. It picked up the QC code. It's connecting to the router. Downloaded the Google router. It showed up and is asking me where I want to put it. So this particular one is going to be in the living room, and I'm going to go to next. Alright, so it's asking me to create a Wi-Fi name, and that's easy. I'm going to go with Team Wins. Okay, go to next. And then the password. Haha! You will not know my password. Okay, so as soon as you put in your password, it asks you to turn on Wi-Fi routers and point usage status. Automatically send anonymous Wi-Fi features, related usage statistics, and crash reports from all Wi-Fi devices in your Wi-Fi network to Google in order to improve Google's Wi-Fi network. This setting applies as you add or remove Wi-Fi devices to the network. Learn more, and you can turn this off at any time in your network settings. So I read up a little bit on this, and I'm okay with that. So for me, I'm going to say yes, I'm in. For you, that may vary. And then it says turn on Wi-Fi cloud service. Okay, and Wi-Fi, Nest Wi-Fi can store and analyze your data about your entire network and devices to provide peak performance, historical network insight, and help you when you need it. You can turn this off at any time. And then also for guest info, when a guest uses your Wi-Fi network, let them know what some of their info, such as IP address, MAC address, and usage data. This can be seen through your home app and is associated with your home account. And depending on your needs and desires, you can choose whether you want to do that or not. Okay, I chose yes, and it is actually creating my Wi-Fi network. It's telling me it will not take long, and it's not much longer. We're close. I'm gathering a few more things. So it said it set up my network. It didn't manually connect, but I could do that in settings. And then it says set up multiple devices. Obviously, yes. And then we want to place your Wi-Fi point. Wi-Fi points are the best work when there's no more than 2 rooms apart from each other. To use the assistance, put the Wi-Fi points in a place where you can easily talk to it. So let's go ahead and move this Wi-Fi point downstairs to the office. Okay, so now I actually have set up the access point down here, and I have it in between 2 desks. So I have a dual workstation set up. Over there we have our dual monitors, and then over there we have our work from home station, and then in between the 2 of those we actually have the Google Nest Wi-Fi access point. So now that that's actually set up there, let's go back to the app itself. Can we get that in there? Okay, and it says place your Wi-Fi point. Wi-Fi points work best when there are 2 or more rooms apart from each other, or the Wi-Fi router. Use the assistant to put the Wi-Fi point in a place where you can easily talk to it. Okay, and I've already plugged it in. And we'll turn on Bluetooth. Okay, and it says, oops, looking for devices. Okay, and it says the Wi-Fi point has been found. We're going to go ahead and set it up. Okay, and it's connecting to the Nest Wi-Fi point. Your phone or tablet may disconnect from Wi-Fi during setup. Okay, and it just asked me, did I hear the sound? This lets you know that you're connected to the right Wi-Fi Nest point. And I did hear the sound, so I'll say yes. Additional legal terms, I've already read over that, and I'll say yes. And help improve Google Wi-Fi products. Where is this device located? And we'll create new. So it's asking me where this device is. And let's say it is in the office. Okay, so I clicked office and I'm going to go to next. And it says the Wi-Fi network for your Nest Wi-Fi point team wins, and the device, okay, and that's my FiOS, are different. After setup, this device will be connected to Team Win so that you can use the Wi-Fi OS point. And that's okay. And then it's actually connecting to the Wi-Fi. So I actually hooked up this access point and went through, added Google Voice, and then get personalized results with your voice. And I'm going to go ahead, oops, let me get that in the frame. Go ahead and hit agree. At this point in time, it gives you an option to add your default music service. You can go ahead and add whatever may be best for you. For now, I use Spotify. And then it asks you, do you want to get XM radio? Right here, it gives you an option to link your video service accounts. They have Netflix, Hulu, CBS, HBO Now, Stars, etc., etc. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come back to this later. So I'm going to go not now. Link a live TV service. And then once again, not now. And then it says getting started with voice calls. And it actually walks you through how to do that. With your duo number. Alright, and there you go. Wi-Fi is ready. And not now. And now it's testing the mesh connection. And as you can see, the mesh connection is great. So I just kind of wanted to wrap up this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you push that thumbs up button if you like it, and subscribe to stay up to date for newest videos. But I've had a week now with the Nest Wi-Fi made by Google, and I have to say that I'm very happy that I decided to go ahead and pick it up. It was very easy to install. All you need to make sure you have is the Google Home app. If you don't have it, it's very easy to download. It'll actually walk you through the steps. Now, there was one slight issue that I did run into, and that was on my fault. It had nothing to do with the equipment or anything like that, is that with my current internet provider, Verizon, it offers two different Wi-Fis. So I have the regular and then I have the 5G. And the issue that I ran into is that I had my Google Home connected to one, and then the actual router point was actually connected to another one, and I couldn't find it because they were on two different internets or Wi-Fi's. So when you're setting that up, just make sure that, if you have that option, that everything is on the same Wi-Fi, because I spent about 30 minutes doing troubleshooting when it was really a very easy thing. So it's worked like a dream. I'm very happy that I picked it up. And actually, you can actually see my internet speeds, my upload and download speed. Now, I actually took these a couple of days ago, and this is probably about 4 times faster than what I was getting before, especially down here in the office. And as you can see right now, obviously I had to disconnect the router and the access point to shoot this video, so it says it's disconnected. But very fast speeds. I'm very happy with what I've got, especially compared to what I had before and the location that I'm at. If I had 2 complaints, I probably have one major and one minor complaint. And my major complaint actually is on the design. And it's not the router, but Nest products and Google Home products. And what it is actually this design. So on the plug, they have this, looks nice, circular design with a G. And if you're using a regular outlet that has one spot on the bottom and one on the top, this will work fine. But if you start getting to using surge protectors or multiple outlets, what happens is that if you're connecting up two different devices from the Google Home line, you're actually going to lose a spot on there. So, this right here takes 1.5 on this surge protector, and then this one right here takes 1.5. So it actually takes an extra spot away. If you're using a surge protector, then you're going to run into that problem. And that wasn't a deal breaker for me, but it was very frustrating. So it caused me a little bit of an inconvenience. Once again, not a deal breaker, but I just feel like if you're picking up Google Home products, then this might be something that you might want to keep in mind, just with the plugs, that you're actually going to lose a spot if you're using multi-section outlet. So keep that in mind. And then the other thing for me is I'm a huge fan of black. I like all my products in black. That's what I usually get. And they have some really nice colors, but there's no black option. So that's my minor gripe. And once again, that's very, very minor. But this is definitely something to pick up. I'm very happy that I picked it up. Working at home office, this will definitely help you out, increase your speeds, increase your radius, and increase the strength of your Wi-Fi. So this is Sly. This has been another episode of Talk Tech. I appreciate you guys, and make sure you come on back for the next one. Check you out. Peace.